Jayo Yamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Kunja Bihari Jai Kunja Bihari Jayo Jayo Radha Madhava Jai Kunja Bihari Jayo Jayo Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jayo Grantarat Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Tribhavana Sundar Shri Radha Shyama Sundar ki jai, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Jai Nitai Go Premanandi. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. First of all, I was asked to read the Sankirtan results, which is a very pleasant thing, after so many months that we didn't have Sankirtan results, and now they were manifested. So, I'm not very good in matrix, but yeah, so actually two devotees went out yesterday, and one of them was His Grace Savyasachin Prabhu, and he did 15 books and collected 14,500 Lakshmis. So Savyasachin Prabhu ki jai. And then there was His Grace Mahaprabhu Prabhu, and he has distributed 9 books and collected 11,600 forints, Hungarian forints. Mahaprabhu Prabhu ki jai. And altogether, it was, there is no altogether. Okay. Hare Krishna. Yeah. So, and just because we were speaking about Sankirtan results, I have to mention that the devotees in Budapest, they also went back to the so-called normal. But although Shivaram Swami Maharaj said that there won't be anything like going back to the normal because it wasn't normal, but that part was normal because they go out every week. Like last week they went out 2 days on Harinam Sankirtan, so Sankirtan party means singing and everything, and then they do 4 hours from the Nyugati Payodra to the Deák Ferenc Square, and they go back. It's 4 hours Harinam, and there are a great group of book distributors next to the Harinam. So this is the system, that team building party, and they have amazing results. The top 5 was about 50,000, and some of them had 7 or 80,000 as well. So they are doing really, really good, which is a good sign. It means that they feel that people were missing us from the streets. So now they got the devotees back, which is very nice. I'm actually very envious because they can go up. Okay, so thank you. Sankirtan Yagya ki jai. And here we have a beautiful verse. This is 4th canto, chapter 9 and verse 17. Satyashisho hi bhagavatam stava pada padmam Ashishtatanu bhajata purushartha murte Apyevam Arya Bhagavan Paripati Dinan Vasheva Vatsakam Anugraha Katarosman Satyashisho hi Bhagavatam Stava Pada Padmam Ashishtatanu Bhajata Purushartha Murte Apyevam Arya Bhagavan Paripati Dinan Vasheva Vatsakam Anugraha Katarosman. Thank you, devotees. Thank you, ladies. Vashiva Vatsakamanugraha Katanosman. Thank you. Word to word translation. Satya, real. Ashisha, compared with other benedictions. He, certainly. Bhagavan, my Lord. Tava, your. Pada Padmam, lotus feet. Ashi, benediction. Tatha, in that way. Anubhajata, for the devotees. Purusha Artha, of the real goal of life. Murte, the personification. Api, although. Evam, thus. Arya, O Lord. Bhagavan, the personality of Godhead. Paripati, maintains. Dinan, the poor in heart. Vashra, a cow. Iva, like. Vatsakam, unto the calf. Anugraha, to bestow mercy. Katara, eager. Asman, upon me. Srila Prabhupada's translation. My Lord, O Supreme Lord, you are the supreme personified form of all benedictions. Therefore, one who abides in your devotional service with no other desire, worshipping your lotus feet, is better than becoming king and lording it over a kingdom. That is the benediction of worshipping your lotus feet. To ignorant devotees like me, you are the causelessly merciful maintainer, just like a cow who takes care of newly born calf by supplying milk and giving it protection from attack. Let us repeat together. My Lord, O Supreme Lord, you are the supreme personified form of all benedictions. Therefore, for one who abides in your devotional service with no other desire, worshipping your lotus feet is better than becoming a king and lording it over a kingdom. That is the benediction of worshipping your lotus feet. To ignorant devotees like me, you are the causelessly merciful maintainer. Just like a cow who takes care of a newly born calf by supplying milk and giving it protection from attack. Srila Prabhupada's purport. Dhruva Maharaj was cognizant of the defective nature of his own devotional service. Pure devotional service is without material form and is not covered by material speculation or fruitive activities. Pure devotional service is therefore called ahaituki, unmotivated. Dhruva Maharaj knew that he had come to worship the Lord in devotional service with motive, to get the kingdom of his father. Such an adulterated devotee can never see the Supreme Personality of Godhead face to face. He therefore felt very grateful for the causeless mercy of the Lord. The Lord is so merciful that not only does he fulfill the desires of a devotee who is driven by ignorance and desires for material benefit, but he also gives such a devotee all protection, just a cow gives milk to a newly born calf. In the Bhagavad Gita it is said that the Lord gives intelligence to the constantly engaged devotee so that he may gradually approach the Lord without difficulty. A devotee must be very sincere in his devotional service. Then, although there may be many things wrong on the devotee's part, Krishna will guide him and gradually elevate him to the highest position of devotional service. The Lord is addressed here by Dhruva Maharaj as Purushartha Murti, the ultimate goal of life. Generally, Purushartha is taken to mean execution of a type of religious principle or worshipping of God in order to get material benediction. Prayers for material benediction are intended for satisfying the senses. And when one is frustrated and cannot fully satisfy the senses in spite of endeavor, he desires liberation or freedom from material existence. These activities are generally called Purushartha. But actually, the ultimate goal is to understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is called Panchama Purushartha, the ultimate goal of life. Lord Chaitanya therefore taught us not to ask from the Supreme Personality of Godhead benedictions such as material wealth, popularity, or a good wife. One should simply pray to the Lord to be constantly engaged in his transcendental loving service. Dhruva Maharaj, being cognizant of his desire for material benefit, wanted protection from the Lord so that he might not be misled or deviated from the path of devotional service by material desires. The verse once again. My Lord, O Supreme Lord, you are the supreme personified form of all benediction. Therefore, for one who abides in your devotional service with no other desire, worshipping your lotus feet, is better than becoming king and lording it over a kingdom. That is the benediction of worshipping your lotus feet. To ignorant devotees like me, you are causelessly merciful maintainer, just like a cow who takes care of the newly born calf by supplying milk and giving it protection from attack. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nityanamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatyaresha Tarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Mutare Shrimate Shivaram Swami. Yesterday, we had some guests who came to New Vrajadam. They are very serious and dedicated devotees, nice family. You may heard about them because they were the main supporter of the Vaishnava Vijay, the newly built up place in New Vrajadam. They are the Kontz family. And they had a small they have a small child, Bente, and there was the mother and the father and even the grandmother came. So all of us, we went to the Goshala yesterday, just see the cows and petting them a little bit. And then we had the great fortune that we met His Grace Prabhakar Prabhu there. And he was very kind as always, and he told us some interesting things about the cows. And then he engaged Benza, little Benza, who is 8 years old, in scratching one of the cows. I'm not sure if you are very much conscious about it, but not all maybe not all the devotees. This is a regular service that is offered by our cowherds here, going and scratching the cows. And even they have an instrument which is called vakaru, which is scratcher. It's a big metal thing with some kind of sharp, thorns on it or something, like nails or teeth. And then you hold it in your hand and you're just scratching the back of the cows and like that. And this is a daily service, right? You try to do it every day. And then Prabhupada Prabhu explained to us that this service is very very useful. Hare Krishna, welcome. So this is a very useful service because actually the cows enjoy it and therefore it's useful. And the other part of it is that if the cowherds do this scratching, then the cows will be very satisfied and they give 30% more milk around than without. So it's also a good investment. Of course, the devotees have unmotivated love for the cows, so they do for just serving them. But the result of it is that because they are nourished by and served by this method, therefore they give more milk. Of course, in this case, when Benze was scratching, it was a calf, so the calf doesn't give milk, and they do the scratching with all the other animals. So it means that who don't give milk, they also get scratching. So it's real unmotivated devotional service. And I just brought up this very nice experience from yesterday because the verse here, Dhruva Maharaj gives this very sweet, if I can say that, very sweet example that the Lord gives this nourishment to the devotees and also protection in the same way as the mother cow gives care, gives milk, and also protects her calf. And just the last few classes, and I think maybe 3 classes ago, when Srila Shivaram Swami Maharaj gave class on Sunday, he mentioned this, that the Lord gives these spiritual experiences and like this higher taste to the devotees, and also nice personal arrangements in devotees' life to give them encouragement to continue with their devotional service. And this is like when the cow gives milk to the calf to nourish it, and then the Lord gives this spiritual experiences and inspiration to the devotees to inspire them, to nourish them. And the other hand, the cow not just giving milk to the calf, but also protect from all danger and all attacks. In the same way, the Lord is giving this spiritual inspiration to the devotees, but also protects them from material desires. So this is like one hand giving nourishment and the other is protection. So in the same way as the cows are scratched, they give more milk. When the devotees get some nourishment and get the spiritual inspiration from Krishna, then they give more, devotion to Krishna, because then they are inspired and they can do their services in a more enthusiastic and inspired way. And this is like very similar. And in the same way, because Krishna protects the devotees from these material desires and divides them from the path of the devotional service, in that way the devotees can maintain their spiritual life and otherwise may not. And Srila Prabhupada mentions in this purport, then like we are also in similar, could be in similar position than Dhruva Maharaj, then maybe we still have some other desires than only just serve Krishna. So then we very much need the protection of the Lord from our deviating desires. And in the very early times of the Hungarian Yatra, I'm sure Gopali Radhara Prabhu can know the exact date of the class, but in the early 90s, Srila Shivaram Swami Maharaj gave a class, and I think the class is entitled nowadays as "What is your price?" Maybe devotees know it. Mi a te árad? It was a kind of lecture that was very like historical, and it remained with the devotees as a main like inspiration or warning of Maharaj. And this is so Maharaj expressed in this class that Maya, she's doing very great job testing the devotees' sincerity and dedication and pure motivation. And she always like offers different benefits or different offerings, she always offers a price. What is your price? So, okay, my dear devotee, you do your devotional service to Krishna, but what if I would offer you some better engagement? Maybe, sometimes devotees go on Sankirtan and people just offer, oh, you are a very talented, marketing man, I can offer you a better job and you can earn like this much. Even Shivaram Maharaj mentioned that it happened one time that he got an offering from a big businessman on the airport. He said, I pay you I don't know how many thousands of dollars per month because you are a very good salesman. Can you sell my goods instead of these goods? And the Maharaj said, the payment that what we get, you can't over felicitani, you can't offer. You can't offer anything better than that, because we get that milk from the Lord directly, like this nourishment, spiritual nourishment. So it wasn't. Usually devotees don't accept that price. Although Maharaj mentioned that once there was a Mataji, a brahmacharini, who were distributing in the airport, and then some rock band came to the city, and the singer of the rock band made an offering to the Mataji, and the Mataji wasn't able to say no for that, and she went with the band for a while, and after that she came back. But so sometimes it even happens. Her price was that, and Maya knew that, but after that I'm sure that she continued with her spiritual life. This was mentioned by Maharaj in one Sankirtan SMS, so therefore I mention it. And so Maya always tries this, what is your price? What is your price? Is it just wealth, or maybe your desires for the opposite sex, or maybe your desire for fame, or maybe some other. All the devotees know what offerings Maya come to them. And and it's not an easy thing to say no to the temptation of Maya, because she knows our weak points the best. And yeah, once I had a conversation with Shivaram Swami Maharaj, and then he told me that, uh, Maya, she always tests you, but not with bad attention. She just wants to make sure that you really want to serve Krishna and nothing else. And how he said that, and she does her job in a very good way, because cheaters can't go back to Krishna, Guru Maharaj said, and if you cheat, then Maya will fulfill your cheating tendencies. So if you have some cheating desires, then Maya will offer that. "Oh, did you want this?" And when you say, "Yes, I just exactly this I wanted," because she knows, our very secret. Shri Lakshmi Shingadevi Bhagavan Ki Jai, very secret desires, and then she just offers that. And sometimes it happens in devotee's life that, the temptation is just that, what he or she really wanted. And in these situations, we very much need the Lord's protection, but sometimes the Lord's protection, and I could say usually the Lord's protection doesn't come directly from Him, but mainly it comes through His devotees. And just in this situation, what Dhruva Maharaj mentions here is that, I don't remember if it's in the verse or Prabhupada mentions it. Just let me give a... Yeah, so actually Prabhupada mentions it in the purport, not Dhruva Maharaj says. He says that... okay, I just say with my own words. It's difficult for me to find in English text what I wanted. So Prabhupada mentions that devotees who still have material desires, the Lord never appears in front of them. No, Dhruva Maharaj says it. No, it's not in this verse. Okay, but somehow Prabhupada mentions or gives it to Dhruva Maharaj's mouth, then usually devotees he's here. Such an adulterated devotee can never see the Supreme Personality of Godhead face to face. Yes, sorry, I found it. So this is the sentence that I wanted to recite, that devotees who has material motivation, they are not allowed to see the Lord face to face. And then he continues that he therefore, means Dhruva Maharaj, is very grateful for the causeless mercy of the Lord. Okay, just let me ask a question from you. That why was this causeless mercy? Okay, causeless mercy means causeless mercy because there is no cause of it. But how did it come that although Dhruva Maharaj had adulterated devotional service, means he had motivation, but he was able to see the Lord? How was that? Yes, Mataji? Yes, exactly. So he followed the instructions of his spiritual master. And therefore, because his spiritual master was Narada Muni, therefore he was allowed to see the Lord, as we are allowed to see Radha Shyama Sundar, because somehow we also followed Srila Prabhupada's instructions, right? We got some books on the street from some strange guys, and we read, and there was the address, come to Somogy Vámos, and we just came. Or someone get just there is this, it's very good advertisement, this Búcsú, ezt látni kell, you must see it. This is a kind of order, right? So the devotees give you an order, you must see them. And the people just walking on the street, and I must see what? A small village behind, in the middle of nowhere. I must see that. Why? Why shall I see that? So they come here and then they see Radheshyam. Just yesterday, it also happened. I was with the guests, and we just came in. It wasn't an official guest guiding. I just came in with my own guests, and then some ladies came also, and so the guest guide devotee, I think it was Indivar Prabhu, he was already here with the guests, so he had maybe 10 more minutes from that guide, and then the next group shall come. But these guests, they weren't patient enough. They just came. Sometimes they don't wait for the next one. And maybe there, I didn't see any guest guide there, so therefore they just came in, and we were just coming out from the guests, from my guests, and they were just coming in, and I just stopped them. Oh, my dear guest, thank you for coming. Would you like to join to the next, group? And you can see, no, we are not interested. We are just interested in the eco farming, and we don't like this culture and religious things so much. And I said, oh, but okay, but can we just have a look in the temple room? And I said, yes, you can join to that group. Please don't be alone. Just join to them. Yes, we just join, and they came. Then they were very they weren't interested, and they wanted to express it openly that they are not interested. So we just went out, and 30 minutes later, I met them again, and I just asked, oh, did you like the temple room? And the lady said, yes, it was beautiful. We were even singing with the other ones. Okay, so thank you, Radhesham. You were cheated them, tricked them, or whatever. This was the how to say, causeless mercy of the Lord. So sometimes, so therefore we are here. I just wanted to mention. Therefore we are able to see the Lord, because, for example, from my perspective, I'm very much altered or motivated devotee, but still I can see the Lord face to face, and not just the Lord, but even Srimati Radharani. And then why? Because somehow I try to follow at least some of the instructions of my spiritual master and Srila Prabhupada, and preaching is like that there is this desire from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that he wanted to give this Krishna Prema Pradayate Anarpita Charim Chirat Karunaya Vatirna Kalo Unnato Jvala Rasam. He had the desire to give this unconceivably high opportunity to everyone to have this very special love of Godhead, and he has it, so he can give it. Who controls it? I was in Mayapur this year, although I was supposed to be there for three weeks. I was there in 8 days, but it was very nice. And on Gaur Purnim day, one very elevated it was very nice. One very elevated Prabhupada disciple. He was Kala. You know him. He came here. Kala Kanta Prabhu. His Grace Kala Kanta Prabhu gave an amazing class on Gaur Purnim day. It was in the Rasamrita Kunj, where mainly Western devotees celebrating, because that was the pandemic already beginning, so many devotees didn't want to go to the big festival, and actually Shivaramaj also didn't allow us to go to the big festival with many hundreds of thousands of people, so there was a quite silent with maximum, I think 1,000 devotees were there, maybe less. And then Kalakanta Prabhu gave an amazing class, and he asked the question, why did Lord Chaitanya wanted to give, why did Lord Chaitanya give this Krishna Prema to everyone? Why? And so why he gave? Why he gave? And no one knew the answer, and he just said, because he felt like that. It is amazing. He felt like that. It means, he just woke up one day and he had the desire. So why? If there is a billionaire, and why is that he just invites all the beggars from the street and giving them, I don't know, $100,000 each? Why? Because he felt like that. He had that money, and he just woke up and he had the desire, and he did it because he can do it, and he had the desire. So then Kalakanta Prabhu said, Lord Chaitanya did it because he just felt like that. It means he had that desire. And then Shri Chaitanya Manovishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. So then Srila Rupa Goswami, he fulfilled that desire, means he established this Krishna consciousness movement, or we can say re-established, but no, he's pretty established it, because Sri Chaitanya Mano Bhishtam, he understood the desire of the heart of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Ah, my Lord wants to give this Krishna Prema to everyone. Okay, let me just serve him, let me just help him, let me fulfill that desire of his. And therefore they Shastra, so they all studied the Shastras of the Vedas, and they wrote all the conclusions of the Vedas in his books, and they established the main temples, and then they find Krishna's pastime places, and then he established all the principles of our Krishna consciousness movement, and then just everything since then. And we have the whole beautiful Guru Parampara who are assisting Rupa Goswami's work to fulfilling Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Manobhishtam desire, and that desire comes down through the disciplic succession through Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada and our Prabhupada and our Guru Maharajas. And if we are fortunate enough, then we try to follow that desire. Because Dhruva Maharaj is complaining about desires. He says, I have so many desires. I had that desire to have a kingdom and this and that. But please, Lord, protect me like the cow protects her calf. Please protect me from those desires. And actually, this is the solution. Because we all have not proper desires. All of us, most of us. But if we just dedicate it, that we try to, instead of following our desires, following our Guru Maharaj's desires and Prabhupada's desires and ultimately Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's desires, his desire is to give us something. So let us follow that desire and accept what he wants to give. And here Lord Kapila Dev says this very nice verse. Every learned man knows very well that attachment for the material is the greatest entanglement of the spirit soul. But the same attachment, when applied to the self-realized devotees, opens the door of liberation. Mokshadvaram, the door of liberation, the gateway of liberation. So, if we try to, strengthen or increase this attachment that we have to our spiritual masters and to our disciplic succession, that attachment will be the one that will protect us from our own material desires. Because maybe Maya offers, what is your price? Can you give yourself for this or for this or for this? And the offerings will be always bigger and bigger and bigger. And the temptation will be more and more personal and more acceptable. It will look like it's acceptable more and more. More and more desired things will be offered to us throughout our spiritual life. But if we have this strong attachment to our spiritual masters and to the association of devotees, then Mokshadvara, then that is the opening of the gate of liberation, because then we will choose, okay, maybe I desire that, but I'm sure that Guru Maharaj is very much not desiring that I would accept that offering. And I love him, so then I just choose his desires instead of mine. This much I wanted to express to the devotees today. Thank you very much. And we have to cultivate a very strong desire in our heart nowadays, dear devotees, that we have our beloved Bhakticharu Swami in a very challenging situation. Where is my phone? Sorry, thank you. You're giving me divine eyes too. So it's he's in a very challenging situation, His Holiness, and I will just read this SMS. Am I allowed to read it in Hungarian or? I know, bro. Okay, so Yeah, so this is the newest news from him. Dear devotees, His Holiness Bhakti Swami, according his um, situation or stage of situation, uh, the newest information is that his stage is now stable, so it's okay. He reacted well to the medicines, and although he is on ventilator, but he doesn't need that so much, and he decreasingly needs it. I will read it after Hungarian when I come out of the Vyasa. And so, according the doctor's opinion, he needs to stay in intense care for the next 10 days minimum. And thank you for all of you very much for your prayers. And please, we ask everyone to continue your prayings for Maharaj's recovery. So this is a very good desire to cultivate nowadays, that we just can't survive without him. We need him so much. He's such an amazing soul. He served Prabhupada's mission throughout all of his life for our benefit. So please, all of us, just continue to pray. There are Zoom conferences all over the world. Yesterday I got an invitation to international bhajan and praying session. I can share it maybe in the Krishna Valley pillanatokon. Krishna Valley moments, exactly, sorry. And if anyone can join to that, then it's very welcome. Okay. His Holiness Bhakti Swami Maharaj ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. What if just say 3 Hare Krishnas for him now together? Okay. Can we do that? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Tribuna Sundar Shishirata Shama Sundar ki jai. Shira Prabhupada ki jai. Gora Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Jai Nitai Gopinath ki